Anthony Marnoyer has it on that wing. Here's a shot. Henderson made a wild snap, work fell. Here's another shot. Right in front of scores. Henderson has scored for Canada.
We're back, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Man, we've been gone for way too long.
Yeah, it's been, what, a year and a half?
Year and a half.
End of January or February was probably the last time we did it.
We're doing audio. You
Yeah.
know, we're like...
Audio, video, everything.
We could have started this March. I think just before the playoffs, we could have just went straight to video. Straight to audio, but we're like, we're not going to half-ass this thing.
We're going to do it, coming with the video.
Yeah.
YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, TikTok.
Everything. You want to see these beautiful faces.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. Oh, yeah. Some say we look like twins, so you're going to be seeing a lot of us.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So, why don't we just tell everybody what the hell we've been up to for the last year and a half?
Yeah.
Why don't you start
So, we took a whole year off, a year and a half, to make sure everything's top quality, everything's ready to go. Built a studio room, got cameras, you can see all three angles, just upping the quality and making sure that when we come back, everything's ready to go.
Yeah. Well, you want to talk about your personal music career, man?
Yeah, I make music. I'm a producer, I'm a writer, I'm an engineer. So part of that year and a half I've been spending doing that as well. And just like this podcast, I think it's time. Well, now's the time we're becoming like blazing with our guns out and everything ready to go. So balancing a lot of stuff at once, but I'm really excited since it's not just like work. It's a bunch of stuff, a bunch of hobbies put together.
Yeah.
What about you?
You know me, man. Traveled with my wife for 8 months. Just went all over the place. Yeah, it was just. I remember when we stopped in March, it got so chaotic, the playoffs and everything, and we knew that we were gonna take a long break, so we just stopped all of a sudden, and came back in February, and I just got back into hockey. I was watching a little bit, I was keeping up. And then when I got back in February, I was just trying to keep up with the regular season and the playoffs. I was like, okay, maybe this is just going to be a tune-up until we'll start the podcast.
They'll get to see some of the trip and the hockey connections in the next episode. Yeah,
exactly. Man, it was fun. I got to see a lot of hockey.
What was your favorite country that you visited? Or place? Say it could be like a city as well.
Vietnam was cool.
Is there any hockey there?
No, absolutely no hockey there.
Zero? There's not even how in India there's lay.
I mean, there must be something. I didn't see anything, right? It's because it's so hot.
Yeah.
So
they probably play soccer, right?
Yeah. There's a lot of soccer and stuff. But in Czech Republic when I went there, that's when I watched a lot of hockey with Dylan.
Yeah.
And Kazakhstan saw some hockey there as well.
Kazakhstan's they're pretty good.
Yeah.
It's nice. They're starting to do a bit better in the World Juniors now too. Yeah. I think last year they had top 10 scoring was one of the kids from Kazakhstan. I don't know who it was, but really?
Yeah, because I was looking into their league. Of course, I was there in the summer. Yeah. I was there around end of July.
They're pretty much Russian.
Yeah. It's all Russian influenced, and I think there's 6 or 8 teams in the league.
Yeah.
And it was just gonna start in the winter. It wasn't gonna start in the summer. I was like, okay, I came in the wrong time. But next time when I'm in Kazakhstan, I'll go check it out.
That's
check
cool.
out some proper hockey. It would be pretty cool doing a world tour, just watching random hockey.
Yeah. Or my bucket list. I want to go to India and watch hockey.
Yeah,
it'd be cool to play there too.
Yeah.
Imagine playing hockey in India.
Yeah, I mean, when I was in
that's full circle.
I was in Punjab, right? When I was in December, I wanted to go to Leh.
Yeah.
To go watch, to go see some hockey, but they're like, you need to be there in January.
Yeah.
And my wife just had one. Well, her visa was too short.
Yeah.
So we just had to leave. But I already knew that I needed 2 or 3 months in India. If I
that's full circle, playing ice hockey in India.
In India, that would be pretty cool. Next time I was like, all right, I'll grab my entire bag and I'll just take it with me,
Yeah, donate some stuff.
Yeah.
Extra sticks.
Exactly. So, that was cool. Just coming back and then just watching these wild playoffs. You're like, oh my God, you watch some level of hockey, in Czech Republic, and it was cool. Just the atmosphere was amazing. But coming back, seeing the playoffs, just seeing the level of hockey and seeing all these crazy stories, seeing LA versus Edmonton Oilers.
I think this was the most fair, most even team playoff in a long time. Where it's other than Florida, if you ignore Florida, but there's St. Louis, Winnipeg, you didn't know what was gonna happen in that series. Yeah. A lot of even the Toronto one, Even Toronto against Florida, like there was a time where we were up 3-1 in game 4 or game 3 when we were up 2-1 in the series.
Yeah.
So like anything could have happened, right? A lot of solid teams, a lot of.
Yeah, but with the Leafs is, if you're falling behind, if the Leafs fall behind, then we know that they don't have the heart to kind of turn it around.
Yeah,
They don't have
no, but that's what I was saying. We're up. Score was 3-1 in game 3 when we were up 2-1, or we're up 2-1 in the series and we're winning 3-1 after Nylander scored.
Yeah,
and then we lost that game.
Yeah,
and that's where the collapse started.
Then
right?
that's when the collapse. And as soon as that happened, I think just Leaf fans in general just saw that. Like,
yeah,
here we go again.
But other than that, like Florida was the best team. Like no question about it. Like,
yeah, no doubt. New Jersey, they had Jack Hughes injured.
Yeah,
Hamilton was injured.
But even then, I don't know. Like, I feel like
that was Carolina.
Yeah.
Like I just watched one game. I was like, Carolina's not even playing.
Yeah,
they're not even playing amazing.
It's like
but
borderline unwatchable hockey.
It was unwatchable.
But
I mean, even the Ottawa Center, it was great how they came out first time in the playoffs. After
they played well.
years.
Like they were
well.
like. It wasn't easy for the Leafs. We won through two games in overtime.
Yeah.
Off of Benoit shots. Remember that? So.
Yeah. So I mean, of course, you could see that, but I think with just Ottawa, it was the depth.
Yeah.
You knew overtime as the series went on, it was just they were gonna eventually start fading away. That's what it looked like. But I mean, if Ottawa makes the playoffs next year, and if they play against Toronto,
it might be a different story.
We're looking
I think
different.
so.
Like they'll have playoff experience, right?
Sanderson, all those guys are gonna get way better.
Yeah.
Stutzla, all those they're only getting better, right?
Brady was really nowhere.
Giroux re-signed too, so they got an extra year from him. I think it's a 1-year deal.
What is he, like 38 now?
I think he's 30. I think he's 88 or 89. He's younger than Crosby.
Okay, so it's 37.
I think he might be 89. So it might be 36. Still,
it's not bad. He's
not
a bad player. He's just
played well.
They need Cousins to take that big step.
Yeah.
Just like how Josh Norris needs to take a big step in Buffalo.
Cousins, and then for Montreal, I see Kirby Dach, same thing. They're just like, they're not as good as I thought they were going to be.
High on Kirby Dach.
But originally, a lot of people were.
I know.
He's a big guy, 6'5", something like that. Cousins and him were like neck and neck when they first came.
Yeah, but I think with Cousins, he at least showed some spark.
Yeah.
With Dach, I haven't really. I mean, nobody has really seen anything yet from him. So.
Yeah.
Maybe this is the year. I'm not sure. But Montreal does.
They're looking good. Yeah. Thing is, what's his name? The defenseman, the short guy.
Oh, Lane Hudson.
Lane Hudson, yeah.
Hey, we talked about Lane Hudson. What happened?
Yeah, exactly. He's like Quinn Hughes. He's turning Quinn Hughes Jr.
And that's exactly what you said.
Yeah.
You're saying he's a Quinn Hughes type.
Yeah.
That's exactly what.
Yeah, and he can play. Like everyone's like, oh, he can't play defense. I was saying that too.
Yeah.
But then near the end of the season, you can see this guy like put a stick down, do all these poke checks in the corner. He's actually pretty good, like defensively. So.
I mean, even their head coach, man. I mean, St. Louis is gonna get that out of him.
Yeah.
They'll squeeze everything out of him.
Caulfield as well. He already did out of Caulfield, right? Remember when he first came in? So.
Yeah. I mean, Lane Hudson got snubbed for Team USA.
Yeah, I seen that.
I was like, wow.
Pretty crazy. Yeah. They have, but I'm not gonna lie. USA defense is really good.
No, I understand that. I mean, maybe he won't make the top 6.
Like top 3 off my head. Like I already think like Slavin, Werenski, Sanderson. Like, dude, Quinn Hughes.
Yeah.
Who else is there? I'm not. Maybe
I'll pull up the list.
Yeah. But dude, that's already top 4.
No, their defense is deep. No doubt about that.
He could be an extra
just to be invited.
Yeah.
Get invited.
Yeah, you want even if the player's not playing, just being around those guys, it's gonna make a big difference.
Yeah.
Because the second time around when he comes, he's gonna be already a top defenseman.
Yeah.
It's nice to already have experience being around those guys, right?
Yeah.
Just invite him to the camp. Even if you know you're gonna cut him, just invite him. Yeah.
Like I mean. That's a good thing that Team Canada did. At least they brought Celebrini, they brought Bedard, right? You're bringing in young players. You need them to see how all the the greats are playing right now. They need to follow because they're the next wave.
Yeah.
If you don't invite these guys, and like how does it continue?
Yeah. I have a question for you off of this. Celebrini or Bedard?
Celebrini.
I think so too.
Yeah, Celebrini.
Yeah, he's just him. Yeah. He's...
I like. I just everything I'm seeing. It just seems like. He wants to learn everything. It's kind of reminding me of what Crosby was doing with Bill Guerin early in his career. It looked like he was trying to soak in. Even with Marner,
they were even hanging out
all the information.
Celebrini and McDavid this summer.
Yeah,
he learned face-offs and stuff from him for like you can tell he's trying to.
The thing is, I'm not sure. Like, of course, for me, I just personally like what San Jose is constructing right now. The team's looking great.
Yeah.
There's no like knock on Bedard.
Yeah.
Bedard's a great player. Like what we talked about before, I still think he's going to be able to kill it. It's just that he has no players,
no support, and then on top of that, he's starting to get frustrated.
Yeah,
right, and there's no one there to really help him either. When you're playing with what's his Felino on your wing, man, like it's tough, right?
Yeah.
Well, Celebrini has Will Smith, like Tyler Toffoli, and then he has William Eklund, who's turning really good. He just re-signed the contract.
Yeah.
And then on defense they have a couple guys on there too, but like they're a young and fast team where like Bedard's kind of by himself. It's just Frank Nazar.
Yeah. He signed that.
What do you think about that?
I don't know much about
him. They got him early.
I mean, it's a good risk for a team that has a lot of cap.
One thing is, what's insane is if you think about it, like this is 2025.
Yeah.
Like even 5 years ago, there was never a time. Maybe I'm wrong. There's never a time where a player played half the season in the AHL and like 30 games in NHL in the summer, like 2 months later, signs a 6-point-something million per year contract. Like,
I mean, aren't you seeing it's because the salary cap's going to go up
so they're just getting him quick.
You're seeing the NBA style where if you've proven yourself earlier and you have a lot of potential, they're going to give you this big contract and hopefully, you're a steal.
Yeah, which is like it's pretty cool, but at the same time, it's like there's gonna be a lot of really good contracts, and I think there's gonna be a lot of like terrible, right?
Yeah, you're gonna have some contracts that you're just like
like Montreal got Slavkovsky pretty early at like 6-7 million or something like that.
Yeah,
but it's still not like. I mean, he started showing flashes. But I think it'll be a fine contract. But it's when you get to guys like when you're taking like Nazar, he played really well, but like he only played 30 minutes or 30 games, right? Yeah. So like anything could happen. I hope he does well, but it's tough to tell.
Hey, you could have a Del Pietro, man. You never
know.
Oh, right.
You
have that kind of situation where
have him on your books for like 2 decades.
Oh my god. Yeah. Is he even off the books yet?
I think he was done 2 years ago, 2023 or something. I was looking at it recently.
Okay.
But I think Chicago signed somebody like that too. Maybe Korchinski or a defenseman, a younger defenseman they signed. Maybe it was Vlasic. Vlasic's on Chicago, right? The young guy. What's his name? Alex Vlasic. They signed a couple of guys like that. Those look good too, but I mean, only time will tell, right?
Yeah, but Chicago really needs to I think they just need to kind of speed it up a little bit for Bedard for the sake of him, not even for the sake of just trying to win it. You just for the sake of just keeping him sane.
Yeah, San Jose just looks way better. Like just young talent, so many opportunities.
Just the fact that Will Smith and Celebrini are getting along so well, just having 2 players, and you know that this is going to be your core moving forward, and they're gonna get along. They're gonna push forward, and the way that they're even training in the off season together, right? Because I saw him with McDavid and Sidney Crosby. Just seeing all that happening, it looks like there's a lot of promise. And then if you add like Tyler Toffoli, you add a couple of other more veteran players around that. Hey, you'll be surprised. That division is not that deep.
Yeah. Usually when we talk about like busts or like we talk about Yakubov, Dag or however you pronounce his name. It's before my time. Yeah. But like they always had a worth ethic issue, right?
Yeah.
All of those guys. Yeah. It's hard to find. It's usually guys like who's the Vegas Nolan Patrick.
Yeah.
He's like where it's like injuries and stuff like that you can't really put into. But when you talk about Yakubov and those guys, it's always worth ethic. And with Celebrini, he has it. So it's like I would say like 80-90% chance he's gonna turn out to be a really, really good player.
Yeah, no.
Like it's almost
he already dropped
60 points. Yeah,
60 points.
But I'm talking like high end star. I think it's almost he's almost
first year for a rookie.
18 years old.
60 points is a lot because I mean for a rookie we're talking about around 45, 50 points. Yeah. We're usually saying that's good.
Yeah.
Hitting 60 points, that's freaking amazing.
On San Jose as well.
And I remember because he got injured too. But when he was going, I think he was a point per game guy. Yeah. So that's good, man.
I think that kind of leads into we were going to talk about the LA Kings and their collapse and how the bottom six play or the fourth line I think averaged 4 minutes a game. Trevor Lewis played. I was looking into it 3 minutes 50 seconds on average per game. So and then you have Turcotte, who's a younger guy, and they're just not playing. Yeah. So what do you expect?
And just how the coach just completely dropped the ball. I know this is all old news. Yeah. We haven't really talked about much of this, but I remember watching that. I've never seen a coach fumble it. Like you see this in football, right? Yeah. You're all like when it happened in Seattle, right? Seattle versus New England Patriots, where they didn't pass to Marshawn Lynch. Yeah, they didn't pass the ball to him. They completely coughed it up. I felt like that was very equivalent to what Hiller did for the Kings, when he overturned
the Vander Kane goal.
Sorry?
The Vander Kane goal, right?
Yeah. Goal when he got overturned. It was clearly a goal and he went upstairs and all of a sudden, got overturned.
And then Bouchard scores 50 seconds later.
Over, like right?
Yeah.
Changed everything, and I have never seen a coach do that before, like that within
And then I think the press conference afterwards, he was just he's like, it is what it is. Like there's nothing. Like,
it isn't what it
like,
is.
Yeah.
Your team came out after that game. It was a wrap, and I just thought like last year I was like, okay, the Kings have it. I know the Oilers have their number, but I felt like this team was big enough. And,
so here's the thing I remember reading. So everybody's like, so Kings fans, why they were optimistic about winning against Oilers? They're like, our depth is better, right?
Yeah.
Bro, the defensive pair, top 4 guys averaged 22 minutes a game. Top 4 guys. Bottom pair didn't even play. Like they played a couple minutes. The fourth line, I was saying, Lewis played 3 minutes on average. Turcotte, those guys same. After that, the highest played player was Andrei Kuzmenko at 16 minutes. 16 minutes to 3 minute difference.
I didn't even know that.
So the fourth line was not coming out. So like it's not playoff hockey. No team's ever gonna win if your fourth line doesn't. Your fourth line is usually the most important. Like when Florida started beating the Leafs, it was because of the fourth line, right? Yeah. So Gadjevich.
Yeah. You can't even play your fourth line against the other team's third line.
Yeah.
Like you had a problem.
Yeah.
Why didn't you address it?
Yeah. Florida's fourth line was coming out against the Leafs top line sometimes.
Dude, they're cycling.
Yeah.
We couldn't touch the puck.
Yeah.
Like,
So as soon as you start doing that, I think you lost the series, right? Like,
just an interesting take with the Hiller thing, because even they were using their stupid tablets in the back of the bench, and he still got it wrong, and they went upstairs. It created a whole new dilemma, right? In my head, I remember watching that. I was like, what would be even better if we have no goddamn technology in the back of the bench? If we're paying these coaches all this money, then why shouldn't it be instinct? If you feel like they should be overturned because of this or that, then why are you going up to tablets and checking everything out? There should be no technology.
I feel like even after having the tablet, like you shouldn't be wrong, man. Like you can see it. Like I feel like we can judge it most of the time. When we see it on the TV, I think we probably have like a 70-80%.
Because we have all these angles.
Because we see everything, right? Yeah. And they're probably seeing just the same stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, how are you still making the wrong decision? Like I remember Sheldon Keefe on the Leafs. He, I think he went like 2 seasons without getting one wrong, like 2-3 years. Like he was really good at challenging calls, right? Yes and no, like saying yeah or no. And like if you have all the access to everything, like
I don't think they should have access to everything.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that the whole purpose? Like if you're gonna overturn a call or anything, you should do it based on your gut.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be delaying the game, they're slowly going to the face-off line.
Yeah.
And then we're checking it. Oh no, we're going upstairs.
Does the NBA have it? I'm pretty sure remember when how players go like NBA players started doing this and then they go to the table, the scorekeeper table, and they watch it there.
Yes. So I mean, they must have tablets too and everything.
I don't think I've never seen it on the bench. I know
in football
they do. Yeah, like football is a very.
I mean, like soccer football.
Oh,
like,
okay.
It as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have it as well. Like I know everybody's bringing it up, but I feel like sometimes too much technology is kind of ruining the game.
Yeah.
The Hiller thing, it was just a massive fumble. I mean, this year, after that, the confidence just dropped so low for the Kings, and then Gavrikov left now, and now they're saying, is this team, are they going to be able to be successful this year? Like, there's a lot of questions.
You went to New York, right?
Yeah, I went to New York. I mean, New York's another problem, another questionable team.
And then LA's signed Cody Ceci, right? And they signed. And then so they spent. I think they spent $12 million on July 1st on 7th defenseman.
Yeah,
Edmondson too.
Yes,
he got 3.5. Ceci got 4. I'm pretty sure. And there's one more guy. So they replaced Gavrikov with 7th defenseman, and they gave him like 10% of their cap.
Yeah.
So they just took a few steps back.
Cody Ceci, I don't know how the hell he's paid $4 million.
Yeah.
$4 million.
It's because they're looking like advanced stats. They said they looked good, but he was also like, look who he's playing with and stuff.
Yeah.
But dude, I mean, I think if Byfield, these guys take a step forward, like they're just gonna be right there
Byfield
again.
Played great
like they're gonna be like, but he's gonna be a lot better still.
A lot better for sure.
And their center is like good depth. Kopitar, Byfield, Dano. Like they're good, but it's just like the summer, like they had a really bad end of their season, and then they made it worse with these signings. So
yeah, it just felt like they went downhill. But that division is not strong.
Yeah.
So of course, I still do see LA coming crawling up, being in the top 3. I
Yeah.
don't think they should have an issue being there. But yeah, I just saw that, and then from there, just a Jet series with the Blues.
Yeah.
You know.
That was probably one of the coolest series I've ever watched.
Man, I was just with my wife and we're just watching the game, and like, you know, she's just in and out of the game, but you know, it was game 7, right?
Yeah.
It was that when Perfetti scored, like what, 1 second,
Yeah.
1.5 second scores, and we're
Yeah.
jumping, and my wife's eyes are just like stuck.
Yeah.
What?
That was
Right?
insane. That was, you were at my house. You left.
Yeah.
Yeah, you left my house and then
Yeah,
they
I
scored
left
what
and
you're
I
in the,
came
yeah,
and
yeah.
watched it, and then I'm yelling on top of my lungs. I'm telling my wife, like, this is why we love hockey so
Yeah.
much. And then Adam Lowry scores.
Yeah.
And my wife is like, and she's jumping up and down. She's
Yeah.
like, this is insane. I'm like, yeah, this is why
Yeah.
we watch
It's-
it like this.
I feel like St. Louis has every year has a bunch of games like that
Oh, it's
in the
nuts, man.
playoffs where either
So
they get
good.
scored on with a few seconds left.
Yeah.
Like I remember when Kadri scored 2020 playoffs,
Mhm.
it was literally at 1 second left. It was against St. Louis. It's either they're on either side of it, but
Yeah.
their games are all like that's just the DNA of the Blues.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who the coaching staff is. Like they're playing similar to how they were with Berube, like back when they won the cup.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same, like just grind it out and like big bodies, big hits.
Yeah.
And with skill too. Like I think their third line's like 6'3", 6'4" average or something like that.
They're
like,
so big.
right, so
They're so goddamn
and
big.
then on top of that, and then Mark Scheifele's dad passes
Yo,
away,
that
which
was-
is I couldn't believe it when I seen that.
That's nuts, man.
He's from Kitchener. I read a little bit about him, and there wasn't much information on him, but like he fully involved. Like you know, Scheifele's like a geek for hockey. He comes
Yeah.
from his dad.
Yeah.
Which is it's pretty insane that he was even able to play after that. Like I can't even like
And the way that
speak
he
for him
played
right
to
now.
the game.
Yeah.
It's not like he just like faded
was-
in the
yeah.
back. Like he
just
was,
as good as all of his other games.
that was emotional, man. Just
Yeah.
watching that.
And then he
just-
scores too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you could imagine what's going through, and like it was a Martin St. Louis situation too,
Yeah.
right? When that happened with the Rangers, but just seeing that with Scheifele,
Yeah.
the way the situation, oh man,
Yeah.
it was
I feel like I remember when he ran over Jake Evans. You know, he made a big mistake,
Yeah.
but people just started like disrespecting him. Even not as a person, I'm talking his
yeah.
game. right?
Even that hit too. I
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah. I mean, it happens, right? Like
oh
sometimes
my
your
God.
emotions get the best of you.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not talking like as a person's character. Everybody knows he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
But as a player, like
He's a
he
fierce
he became underrated. Like
yeah.
even till this day, no one talks about Scheifele like that.
Yeah.
When he is one of the best centers, like
The top 10 center list came out, right?
yeah,
Where
was
did-
he?
did
I
they
don't know.
check
I don't
in
know where
on
he
this?
was in it.
Yeah, you want to check?
Yeah.
I wanna check
No,
this
check.
list. Yeah,
Let's
because
take a look.
I don't, because I remember Mike Rupp brought it up, and he's saying that he has Jack Hughes higher than
Yeah,
Austin Matthews, which he's saying if he's healthy. I'm like, questionable. Even though I'm not a lot of things about Austin Matthews that ticks me off, and
yeah.
Jack Hughes does have that skill set, but just
So it's
saying
my
as
bad.
well,
August 20th. This was last week, right?
I
Or
believe
like
so.
a week or two
Yeah.
ago. Sam Bennett. I'm just gonna go in order from 20th to one.
Okay.
So Sam Bennett,
Mhm.
and then Macklin Celebrini,
Okay.
Tage Thompson, Rupe Hintz, Tim Stutzla, who's mostly a winger actually, I think. Dylan Larkin, Nico Hischier, Sebastian Aho, Robert Thomas, Jack Hughes, Nick Suzuki, Mark Scheifele at number 9,
Okay.
Braden Point number 8, Austin Matthews number 7, Eichel 6, Crosby 5, Barkov 4, Draisaitl 3, McKinnon 2, and McDavid 1.
But can you put Draisaitl as an actual center?
Yeah. I feel like there's a few guys like that that you can't really put them as
they're not
centers.
natural
Because if you're
centers,
talking like center wise, like no one's gonna put out in your own end with 20 seconds left. You're not gonna put Stutzla to take the draw, are you? Right? You're not gonna do that.
No.
And same thing with Draisaitl. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, he's better defensively now, but I'm just saying, like, he plays a lot.
I mean, even based on this list, are you doing it based on offensively? Are you talking about complete
Yeah.
centers?
That's why I've always
Offensively,
I've had a problem with a lot of NHL awards and stuff, like
Yeah.
with the Norris Trophy. I don't like that trophy at all. Because
Yeah.
all these guys, because I really like when defensemen are just solid. They like, that's a true defenseman to me, right? Like,
technically, there should be 3 awards.
Yeah.
It should be offensive, completely defensive
Yeah.
shutdown guy, and then a complete defenseman.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
attributes of both.
yeah.
That's how it
Yeah.
should be.
So you can't really rate centers like that because I feel like there's gonna be a lot of guys that maybe rank 12th, but I'm not. If you're like, oh, it's game 7, 40 seconds left, right? There's no chance he's going to be on the ice like to take the job.
Based on that list, I'm assuming that they're talking about complete centers.
Yeah.
And if you're talking about complete centers at the moment, right now, I'll put Scheifele over Jack Hughes and Austin Matthews.
Yeah.
Because he's just a clutch player.
I feel like there's a category of, there's like Eichel, Scheifele that are more rounded players than like when you talk about Stützle and
it's
like
very easy. Like
Rupe,
what box
Hintz,
are you
like,
trying to put the player in?
Yeah.
Like, are we talking about, if we're talking about like completely skill, speed, and everything? Yeah, then Jack Hughes, I wouldn't be surprised putting Jack Hughes on top of Austin Matthews and Scheifele. But are we talking about complete? Are we talking about like 200-foot hockey players?
Yeah.
If you're talking about 200 hockey players, then Austin Matthews and Scheifele is better than Jack Hughes. I think Jack Hughes makes a lot of defensive
100%
errors.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
So it depends on like
It's also like it's a little biased too. I seen the NHL always likes to promote the younger, like young those guys, like right? I mean, like if Zegras had 60-70 points, there's a chance he might have been at like 19 or 20.
Oh buddy, he'll be back back on the EA cover.
Yeah, like it's insane, right?
It's just the fact that he went on the EA cover.
Yeah, and he's wearing shorts. Like, this is hockey. Like, what's going on? Yeah, but one thing cool about the list is like seeing, like, everybody has their own opinion on Sam Bennett, but seeing number 20 is like, it really shows like anything is possible. Like the full trajectory of a player. He goes from being a top center in a draft class, right? Goes 4th overall to Calgary, third overall. Yeah, third overall. Sam Reinhart went 4th, right? Or was it the other way around? It was 3 or 4.
I swear he went.
I remember there were signs and they're like,
Didn't Reinhart go number 2?
Yeah, so it was 2 or 3.
Reinhart went number 2.
I remember signs. It's like, we just want a Sam. Give us either one. Yeah. And then I remember thinking like 2 years later, like, damn, they wanted Sam Bennett, like 4th line. Yeah. But if you think about it, like I was talking to my dad about this. He was on the 4th line. He didn't give any opportunities. But if you really look carefully, every time the Flames made the playoffs, he was sick every single time. And then I remember he was on the trade block. I'm like, Leafs, come on. Like, just grab this guy, right? He's going to go for like a 2nd or 3rd round pick. Florida got him 2nd, 3rd round pick. You can tell within like 2 weeks, the way he was moving, it was completely different.
Yeah.
And it just shows like, even if a player like a 3rd, 4th line player, like, you know, they talk about in the NBA.
Yeah.
You give him more minutes or more shots, he might be better. But in hockey, we don't see that as much. But everybody like wrote off Sam Bennett. Yeah. And you see he's fit in the perfect situation and how good he really was. Yeah. Like, clutch, can do everything. Like,
well, you got
so much fun to watch.
Well, that's the issue I see. I mean, I saw that, well, Calgary, dropped the ball on that, but with the Leafs, it's just the Nick Robertson situation. Yeah. Same thing with me. Like this year, now Leafs definitely lost Marner, and that's an open spot. So give Nick Robertson 10 games.
Yeah.
Consistently, he could play like shit. He could play good. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Make him play it. Let him get over his mistakes. Give him consistent minutes, and then come with the conclusion of can this guy be?
But the conclusion has to be fast though. Like,
yeah, but 10 games. 10 games. Yeah. It's you got to give 10 consistent 10 games. If you only give him 1 or 2 games and drop into the 4th line, then drop into the 3rd line, then taking him out of the lineup, bringing him back.
Yeah.
It's for a young player. It's confusing, man. Yeah. Because like every line is a different role and responsibility. But he is a skilled, first shooter type of player. So if you want to see if you can actually play consistently, you got to put him in those minutes.
Because both sides are running out of time. If you think about it, like he's he's gonna be 20. I think he's gonna be 23 in September. Yeah. Or maybe 24 or something. He's turning 24, which is like time to make a decision, right? But I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of players like that just need opportunities or they just get written off so quickly.
But the Leafs don't have depth on wings anymore. Yeah. Like, we've lost that. Yeah, you have Marcelli and you brought a lot of guys in, but you can move your younger players in because Austin Matthews is going to cover him defensively, right? So 10 games, fine. You may lose 5 or 6, but I think this team's going to make the playoffs. It's not going to be an issue, but you got to be able to see if you can get some kind of gem out of a player.
Yeah.
You never know.
Or just trade him, man. Just get don't ruin the. I know, but I'm saying, but if you think about it, I always try to think of like the human perspective too. You know, like Nick Robertson's perspective is like, imagine they keep giving him a chance, but it's not a proper enough chance. You know what I mean? To be honest,
I don't think they have actually given him a chance. These are not. Whatever the Leafs do all the time with young players that are not in the first round, they keep considering it as we're giving them a chance. No, these are not chances. You're giving them 1 or 2 games and then making him sit around and then like we had no idea what Mason.
No, but that's what I was saying. I was like, it's almost too late. It's like you have to give him the chance now or you get rid of him.
I think this year you have to, like, fine, trade.
No, I don't think you don't get what I mean by the chance. I'm saying like you either give him the chance now or you trade him on from his perspective.
Sorry, I agree
like,
with that. Yeah.
He's 23
Yeah.
or turning 24. If you do this even one more time, he's done. When he hits 25, he's done. Like there's no coming back from that.
Exactly.
So that's what I meant. Like
I agree. Sorry.
just give him the chance now, or you know, or it's over. Like I feel like it should have been last year. We should have found out 2 years ago when he got healthy from his injury.
Last year was finally like a proper healthy year for him.
Yeah.
So yeah, last year would have been perfect.
Yeah.
And we were so deep that if you moved one of the guys to the top bottom 6 and you moved him up consistently for 10 games, we would have still been in the top 30. Maybe even still finished in first. We don't know.
Yeah.
But I just think that not trying out and seeing what you have. Yeah. And then always going to free agency and trying to trade for players, you know, giving up your first rounds for some guy.
We usually just see like the Leafs perspective, but that's what I was saying. Like, there's so many players that are probably like, you know, like mad and like on their teams and stuff. Just like some of them know that they can produce and stuff, just waiting for the chance.
Yeah.
And like sometimes it happens, like Bennett's did, and sometimes it doesn't.
Logan Stankoven, you know, walks right in and you know, even playing on the third line, he's killing it, and he moved up and down, I think twice, came up. Killed it, got traded, and now he's what I think he got paid, right? $6 million. Yeah, I think something like he got a long-term contract. Yeah.
There's a lot of. It's either they turned out to be Verhaeghe and Bennett, or it's just nothing, right? When it's too late. Yeah, these guys are still pretty young, but like they're getting their chances at 25, 26. I mean,
it's just that Leafs keep making the same goddamn mistakes. So why don't you just figure that out, right? Yeah. And all of a sudden, you know, when the playoffs were over, we're like, oh, our bottom 6 is so weak. Yeah. It's because you guys never tried anything else. Yeah. You guys had the same lines.
And they expected McMahon to be the same. So you can't expect everyone to be like even
like what's your plan A? What's your plan B? What's your plan C? Yeah. I would expect some unorthodox lineups.
There was no plan B.
There was no plan
McMahon
B.
did absolutely nothing in the playoffs.
No, he didn't.
Other than go up the wing and hit the crossbar once.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
Even Domi, like.
But sometimes with young players, confidence-wise, you know, once it drops, it's hard to bring it back up. I get all those things that are happening, but there should have been other plans. You know, if you feel like your bottom 6 is going to fall off, then you should have had an unorthodox lineup where the other team may have never seen that type of lineup before. Yeah. Which I was talking about, like, you know, Austin Matthews, Marner, and Nylander, just splitting them all 3 lines, and then just balancing it out. Yeah. Like which line is going to cover who? Yeah. Right. But never did that. Anyways, Marner's gone. Yeah. Right. And his PR team is just working overtime right
I'm going to call my friend out. He always sends me posts. He's like, oh, look how they treated him and stuff like that. And it's just, I'm like, bro, like, I remember I seen a post. It was like, what couples in Toronto think, or what Mitch Marner thinks couples in Toronto are like. And they have like the thing wrapped around their head with like AK-47s, like. Like the Bin Laden thing.
Wow.
And like the AK-47s, it's like it's nowhere near that.
Listen, I get like how he got harassed and everything, and it's unacceptable, right? No doubt. Nobody wants to be like that, especially you just had a kid and you know your.
But no one's threatening your life, bro.
Yeah, like, but
there's no chance. Like.
Yeah, but listen, the way you're getting paid, you wanted to get paid like that. You wanted to be one of the highest paid players. You wanted the pressure. With the money, the pressure comes. You knew this was happening. Listen, why? If we're talking about hockey, why don't you compare with soccer or football? Saying you got Barcelona, you got Madrid, you got Bayern Munich, you got Manchester. All these, there's big time players that want to play there that get paid a lot, and they get booed when they're not doing well. AC Milan, same thing. Like everybody knows how it is in Italy. Yeah, they get booed. You don't play well. You're getting death threats or anything. And I'm not saying make that the standard here. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that all these players play with higher pressure. And they play with teams that expect you to win every year. And the Leafs, you can say that in hockey, the expectations for the Leafs are higher than anybody. It doesn't matter how many cups you would win. Even if we won a cup this year, next year, the expectations will always be high. Yeah. So if you are the best player, you want to play in the biggest market, you want to get the biggest endorsements, you want to be the star, and you want to have all those things, then expect this too on the other hand, you know?
Thing that should be noted a lot of times is like obviously so William Nylander has his problems and everything, right? We don't when he plays really well, I like how he plays. When he plays really bad, I hate how he plays, right? Yeah. But the thing with this guy is he's been so bad at times, and remember when he wouldn't sign the contract in 2018, right? In that whole season he played terrible. Never heard any story once of anybody trying to threaten him or anything. Or even this guy will take the train to practice. Like, have you seen those pictures where he's sitting on the train? No one says anything to him. Yeah. And you're Mitch Marner, where you've had like literally 1 year stretch of where you just became really bad. Yeah. Right? Like attitude wise and stuff like that. Before that, he's like the golden child in Toronto. Yeah. No one ever said any. So that's like my point is like, as soon as he started facing adversity, or just, you know, as soon as that's, right away.
He checked out.
Yeah. Where it's a William Nylander, he has his approach is a little different. He's like, I'm not gonna care, right? And I'm not gonna get better. Yeah, I'm just gonna be William Nylander, and then I'm gonna be William Nylander to the point where everybody's like, okay, that's just William Nylander. There's nothing else.
I'll tell you this right now. Playing here in Toronto, if like for example, if Austin Matthews wins a cup, he's gonna turn immortal. Yeah, people will be talking about him in 50 years, right? It'll go from generation to generation. Sure, Marner went to Vegas. That's great. You know, good hats off to him. Yeah. He's gonna make his money. He may win a cup, great. But you're not gonna be remembered for that. If you want to play in the biggest markets, you want to make the most amount of money, endorsements. You get all the great things too. You win a cup, which is hard, really hard in this market. I agree with that. But if you do, your name will live forever, and there's no other team other than Montreal that you can say that. There's no other team. Yeah. You could even talk about the U.S. teams. You could talk about Boston, Detroit, or anything, and they are big. But playing for Montreal and Toronto is just a different level.
Yeah, you know. I mean, dude, it's hard to put into perspective because there aren't a lot of players like hockey. They're so trained, like the PR and all that is trained where you don't see a lot of this happen. Yeah, you know, in the NBA you see a lot more with like guys that are like complaining about something or like, you know, just random things. But in hockey, you don't see it as much. And especially for the Leafs, I don't think we've seen it in a long time. And as soon as we see it, it's just like maxed. Like it's like nothing to just straight 100%. Remember when he took his helmet off in like game 6 and he's telling everybody, let's go, like, let's get going. And there was not even a drop of sweat on this guy's forehead. Like his hair was fully like ready to go, everything. Like, you know, like I feel like he just never ever looked at himself in the mirror and really thought like maybe I'm the problem, right?
Because he had a psychologist for the last 3 years, I think. I heard that. Players get that, and it's good. Sometimes if you're in a rut, especially in the playoffs, and you feel like you need something to push you further, it's good. You have all the tools, go use them, right? But if you're coming back every single year and you're doing the same goddamn things over and over again, you're going for the points, your line gets shut down, you can't find any other ways of trying to win the hockey game, then you're gonna keep getting the same results, and the fans figured that out. So when it came to this year, they already saw it the year before what Marner can and cannot do. When he came this year, we knew that he's gonna bring the same thing in the playoffs. That's why people turned around and started yelling at this guy, because he didn't show anything new to us. Yeah, right.
It's different when you try and you can't produce, right? Then you can. There's two options too. You can own up to it, or you could just be like no one's ever said it before, but you could just say, I'm just not that good. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, no one's going to say that, but, you know, like, at least own up to it and at least try. Yeah. That's the problem. He didn't try. That's the bottom line. He just didn't stop trying.
I don't defend a lot of Leaf fans, even though I am one and you're one as well, because they're obnoxious, right? We already know that. But this situation, no. We were more than patient. Yeah. More than, not even just with him, we're more than patient for the entire core. We've been very patient with everybody, losing constantly and consistently the same way we've been losing. Yeah. You know, we've been very...
Dude, it's like a mental illness at this point that we're still fans. Like, it's the same thing. But I've seen something, what's a term when it's the same like abuse over and over again where you get like a cut. I forgot, there's like a word for it.
Yeah, but we never... It's not like we didn't choose to be Leaf fans. Yeah. We're like born. Yeah. You can say it that way, right?
Yeah, you don't have the option.
Yeah, you don't have the option. Yeah. Which is, I mean, it's fine.
I'm fine with it, man.
It's fine. Like, I'm not gonna be jumping around saying, "Oh, this is the best team."
Because it's just that few days afterwards that sucks. After that, you just next year.
We're just numb.
yeah. That's what it was. But there's like there's a term for it. I don't know what it is. You keep like it just keeps happening, and then you're just okay with it.
And the reason why we're talking about Marner, I mean, we everybody keeps talking about it right now, is because he wants us to talk about it. Yeah. He brought his PR team. He brought he had the interview. Was it with TSN?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. He had the interview. Yeah, he tried to defend himself. Nobody's falling for in Toronto.
I didn't even. I'll be honest. I
Toronto.
didn't watch it. I just seen like the text of it because I don't think it's watchable.
No.
Just the way he talks and everything about it. He's always like, that's what he does. He's like, we tried. At the end of the day, we didn't get the result we wanted. He just keeps doing that. It's the loop for the last 6-7 years. So
that was like if you haven't been human with us.
Yeah.
If you actually told us, we have messed this up and I'm going to work on this. Like in the off season, if he's like, oh yeah, this is what I've been messing up on. I want to work on this off season. If you're even slightly vulnerable to us, I mean, there's always people that are going to hate. They're going to hate no matter what. But majority of the fans will be like, all right, well, at least you're giving us some kind of hope. You're going to work on this. All right, great. Yeah. We hope that you bring this next year. Yeah,
maybe Jack Eichel will hold them accountable.
I think in Vegas, this is a different story. He doesn't have the spotlight like he has here. He will do better. I think he has Mark Stone, another great 200-foot hockey player. You got Jack Eichel, who's great too. Yeah, they have a great team.
Petrangelo's there still. A lot of guys.
Yeah, I mean, if he not floats around, but I mean, he plays PK and everything. But yeah, if he starts choking in the playoffs and they expect
that's a crazy part about him is like it's usually players that just don't have a defensive game or anything. They're just the score like Daniel Sprong, like those type of guys that have this attitude problem. When you have one of the best penalty killers in the NHL, like he has all the tool sets. Yeah. But like he'll just check out randomly. That's when it's like that's why it makes it so crazy.
Yeah, well, that's the reason why the Leaf fans always target him over the other two. It's because I think a lot of us it's like I don't know, I don't have kids or anything, but expect if you have like 3 kids and then one of your kids is a genius and this kid could go to Harvard and he could just make it. But then the way his work ethic and the way he's doing
that's things, the thing. That's what you get frustrated. It's like you're making music with somebody, and if they're insane, but like you have to put, they have the talent, so you have to push them, right? Exactly. Where it's like on the other hand, somebody, he has a little bit of talent, but it's not like he's gonna go anywhere with it, and you just tell him enjoy it, right? Like because you're also getting paid to that standard, right? Where it's like I don't know how you could put that into the perspective we're thinking with kids and stuff because they're not getting paid, but like, I mean, like it makes sense. You see potential in them. That's why you hold them to a standard.
But the 3 of them, they came here as kids, right? And they were growing up. Everybody's being patient with them, and then finally, 3 of them are different, and they're all showing promises in their own ways. But this kid, like, he's a great playmaker, elite playmaker. He's a great penalty killer. We're seeing that this is what we've been dying to get for a long time. And then all of a sudden, he's...
Because if you think, like, the most big-time plays were from Marner. Yeah. For the most part, right? Yeah. So the player who does that, that's the one we're going to hold up to that standard, right? I agree, So it's not like... It's out of frustration, mostly. Yeah. From the fan base. Yeah. Right? It's not out of just hate towards the guy. Yeah. It's because there was a time where we all had his jersey. We're all like Marner. When Marner first came, everybody like, oh, he's a dog in the corners. Little guy. He weighs like 160 pounds, but he's a dog. Yeah. Right. So everybody loved him. There's not a guy that didn't like him.
He's like goddamn Dougie Gilmore in the corners. And now I'm like, I can't believe I called him Dougie. I'm like, I can't even believe that he even. Yeah. I could even compare him with Dougie Gilmore.
But when you go skill wise, like he's right there. Like he's more skill than Doug Gilmore.
Yeah, they're different completely different players.
But overall skill, players. I think
it's just more to do with the heart.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
With Leaf fans is all about heart. You're willing to throw everything at the line. We will appreciate you. Your skill set may not even line up to your heart. It doesn't matter. If you're willing to bleed for us, we're willing to bleed for you. Yeah. That's just how it is here. Yeah. And
there's always players that do come around like that, but we need the best players to be like that. Yeah. And that's why like it doesn't matter how bad Morgan Riley plays the regular season, he usually plays
in the playoffs.
Yeah. So
the last thing I think we could talk about. So my boss showed me season tickets for the Leafs. Yeah. So I don't know if you noticed, but like the prices went up by 20%. So I don't know. I guess he's an insider. Like he has inside tickets or anything. But he showed me you could buy like season tickets and what the prices are. And for first of all, for single tickets in the 300 section, all the way in the back, doesn't matter what team you're playing against, you're paying $300 a ticket. Yeah. Which is ridiculous.
Wait, what bowl is that? The top?
Yeah, like where
season tickets?
No. Regular tickets. Let's first start with regular tickets. $300 minimum. Yeah. Doesn't matter where you want to sit. And then when it comes to season tickets, I didn't know this, but you got to personally buy the property. Yeah. So buy the actual chair, right? So it could be passed on from generation to generation. So you buy the chair, so you own it, and then you buy the season tickets on top of that.
It's double.
Yeah, so it's like if you want to buy two seats, I think
it's like buying a house and then paying the taxes.
Pretty much, yeah.
Right?
So the cheapest one I found, I think it was in the 300 section. It was 2 chairs. I think it was about 30.
Oh, you could actually look at season tickets online?
Yeah, like we were checking through his account. He's showing me.
Oh,
He's showing me what you can do. The cheapest 2 seats we can buy that we could hold on and pass it over to our families or whatever, $38,000, right? $38,000 plus if you want to buy season tickets for those, it's about $14,500
per year.
Per year.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on how much they keep increasing it every year. But now I think because the tickets are so expensive, now they're all kind of trickling down and trying and then seeing that the everyday person will pay $300 if they're selling single tickets, right? So I mean, we paid $330 for the Florida Panthers games, right?
Florida Panthers game 1, 2023, round 2.
Yeah.
And this year's opening game against Montreal is $340 starts at.
Yeah.
So
it's more pretty much priced everybody out, man.
Yeah.
Do you actually think it's gonna get empty?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
I feel like I don't know. I'm just looking around all the leagues, and I'm starting to see like every single league is squeezing out their fans. Like it could be with even with football. There's like a lot of controversy going on right now with I think their games and everything. And then NBA definitely is having that with Peacock. I think they're moving their games around. Like they're playing in different channels, subscriptions, and everything. And I think hockey's following suit.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I think it's like it's like such a weird time where it's like if they reduce prices, like no one, you know what I mean? Like there's no no one's gonna let them reduce prices like their company wise. Like you just can't.
It's shareholders.
Yeah,
they're gonna constantly try to make more and more money.
So it's like hard
but I think there is like if you look at a graph, I think it's getting to a point where it's already peaked.
Yeah.
Like I think fan wise, just spending the money, I think it's starting to calm down now.
Yeah. I mean, people were saying let's strike, right? It makes sense.
Yeah, but like you and I vowed, but we're not gonna just pay for tickets and just go to Scotiabank.
Yeah.
I don't know how you feel about that, but I'm gonna stick to that.
It's too much. Unless they're free, then
I'd rather just go to Buffalo or I'd rather go to Ottawa. Man, Ottawa has a good team too.
Yeah.
You know? You can just drive.
I mean, even preseason games are like starting at $70 or something like that.
And then we just go to Kitchener Rangers game, man. We'll just go watch some OHL, you know, like I'd rather see some other.
I don't know what's gonna happen going forward because real fan I was talking to somebody and he's like, I've never been to a Leafs game in my life, and he's like a big hockey fan. He played hockey his whole life.
Yeah, and
he's never been to a Leafs game.
Is he still young? Is he young? Or
he's my age.
Your age, right?
But like.
Yeah, like I wanted to take my wife. She's like, "Oh, I want to go." I was like, "Oh, I'll take you one time," and then I'll just look at the tickets.
You're out like even on a regular like 2022 up until then 23. Like if you want to just go watch a game, it's $300, 2 people.
Yeah,
right.
So
150
I'm just, like,
each.
looking at it and I'm like, you want to just go fly somewhere? You want to just go on vacation?
Yeah.
Like, why the hell am I gonna spend almost $800-900 on a night out in Toronto? Makes no sense.
Yeah, I mean it should be like $60. That'd be.
Yeah, I mean.
But there's no way like.
Even if it was 100. Let's just say realistically,
I mean, it's still,
300 section was $100.
Like the crazy part is I've never been lower than the 300 section, and at a Leafs in Toronto. I've been like in Buffalo at a preseason game.
You haven't, but your dad used to get free tickets. Remember?
Yeah, but I've never went.
You never went?
No.
Your dad?
Oh, I went once. I went to one, and it was pretty high up still. I went to two, but they were pretty high.
Because your dad, I remember, used to have consistent tickets every year. I used to get 3 or 4 of them. He used to sit at 109.
Yeah, I was really young though. I was really young. My first time I went, I was 7 years old. It was Carolina versus Toronto. Phil Kessel scored two goals. I was 7 or 8 years old. That one may have been one goal lower. Is behind the net.
Yeah.
But like after that, the second time I ever went was 2015 when we're trash. Like right before the Marner draft, 2016. That one was pretty high up as well. And then after that's when I actually started going more, and that's always been because that's me buying them, right?
Yeah.
Or my dad like buying them from work, and they're like 300 section. But I always made sure to get them in the center, so it's not bad. Like it's still, It's still good, but the atmosphere sucks now, and it's just like, remember we went to game 1 in 2023 and the kid's on Snapchat sending streaks.
Yeah.
And he's like 23 years old, like
I remember that,
sending streaks in game 1 against Florida. Leafs haven't made the second round in so long. On top of that, you're 23 years old. Like, like the issue isn't him being on Snapchat.
Yeah.
It's his age, bro. Like, it's the people, you know what I mean? Like, everybody's so checked out.
Yeah.
And they're like 24 years old. Just like, I'm 22 and I'll be so excited to go to even a playoff game now.
Yeah.
And these guys are doing their own thing because
I'd rather go to a away Leafs game.
Yeah.
Like I asked,
because away games have real fans, right? So.
Yeah. I asked ChatGPT, I was like, I want to go on a road trip, like a metropolitan road trip this year in the winter maybe. I'm like, construct a schedule for me. Yeah. You know, starting from, I don't know, maybe Carolina or like just starting from Buffalo and just trickling down. I want to see Ovechkin play, Crosby, you know. It could be their last years. We don't know. Yeah. So I was like, we'll just construct. And it made me, I think, about 30 schedules. Yeah. So we need to go through all those schedules and
choose the best one.
Choose which one. And I think we
also got to watch some NCAA hockey as well.
Yeah, let's go. Why not? Yeah. You know? It would be cool if we go to Minnesota.
The high school tournament. In March, right? Yeah. It
would be cool.
March or... Yeah, I think so. March or April.
March. Yeah, it would be cool. Yeah. We'll go watch some hockey there.
For sure.
So, yeah.
I mean, if you can't watch hockey in your own city, might as
well drive all the way there and have a good time. Yeah. It'll be cheaper, I think, in the end. Because I believe even in Washington and Pittsburgh, you get like $70 tickets. It's even cheaper than that sometimes. Yeah. So that would be bad.
I think everywhere is pretty cheap other than like the main big ones. Like, I don't even know whose else is the most expensive. Like Montreal's pretty expensive.
Montreal is expensive. The Rangers games.
Vegas is expensive, I think.
Vegas, Chicago was. I'm not sure if they still are. Yeah. Vancouver, I'm assuming. It wouldn't be cheap there either. But like I guess as you start going more and more south, it just gets better.
I remember Florida versus Anaheim 2023. Mm-hmm. Like right before they went on the roll. I got I think second row seats. It was $60, $70 Canadian. We got two tickets, $140 second row, when one ticket costs $150 in Toronto. Yeah. Just crazy.
It's crazy.
Like insane. And the arena's so nice. It's like fully upgraded. Looks really nice. Yeah. The Leafs is just like full, like dead. You don't even want to be there. Yeah. It's like people pushing each other and stuff. Like,
I'm thinking about going back to Calgary this November, hopefully. Yeah. I'm gonna watch.
I'd be sick to watch a Flames game. Again, yeah.
You know, watch the Flames play, and then
you might be a Leaf by then.
And then maybe drive up to Edmonton. Yeah. Watch McDavid play home.
That'd be cool sick. Too. Yeah. Those are. I'm pretty sure Oilers games are pretty expensive.
Yeah. I mean, I think with McDavid, it's worth it. Especially for me, 100%. Coming all the way there, I'll rather spend the money for it. Yeah. Yeah. Should we wrap it up, man?
I think so.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
All right, man.
First episode in a long time.
Yeah. We'll continue this. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah. See ya.